So coming from a brand that used to build supercars way back in the day, Maurice Garage's MG decided to come back and they have launched their flagship SUV, the MG RX8. And today we're going to talk about why I think this SUV is special and also what to expect from a flagship from a supercar brand. It's right with me, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do well to do that right now. Today we're going to be talking about the car brand that SAIC decided to wake up from their slumber. So for very many years, MG just went out of place and all that stuff. So SAIC, who also built Volkswagen, decided to bring them back, and they brought this. You get a flagship full-size 7-seater SUV for you and your family. Now, of course, being a 7-seater, this car competes with the likes of the Nissan Pathfinder, the GAC GS8, the Kia Sorento, and of course, all of them. So this entire front view of the car is a sight to behold. So it kind of gives me Land Cruiser vibes because of the presence that it has, right? So right here, of course, we have our daytime running lamps with 2 LED bulbs right here. More LEDs down here as fog lights, a massive grille that houses the MG logo, and even more of that right here. On the side there, we have our Michelin tires right here, wrapped in 20-inch alloy rims. Then we have our side mirrors with side indicators and a 360 camera. Now moving on to the back, this is beautiful, but I love the rear view of this car. So remember in front I said it gives it a sort of Land Cruiser presence. Right here at the back, it gives it a sort of BMW X7 presence, right? So it has this beautiful rear look, of course, with our LED taillight. Then of course we have a power tailgate right here that anchors you into a nice sized trunk area, right? So like I said, it's a 3-row SUV, seats 7 comfortably, and with one of the rear third row seats down, you get this lot of space, but if it's upright, you just get this lot of space. To me, I'd say it is smaller than some of its competitors, but it is also way bigger than some of its competitors. So moving into the car, I'm sort of excited to see what I have right here. So if you just join me from the other side, in the cabin of this SUV, first of all, we do have very soft touch seats right here with perforated leather because these seats are heated. Now moving on to the dash, of course, while this car was built with decent material, so you have a bit of soft to touch plastic right here. Then you have, of course, soft to touch leather right here. Then you have your 10.1-inch infotainment display. I'm going to be showing you that in a bit. You also have your D-shaped steering wheel that also feels really good to touch with good materials right here that are also perforated on this side. So while the co-pilot seat here is power controlled, you only have 4 positions in which you can control it to be in, but it does have memory seats. However, the driver's seat does have 8 ways, right? So we also have a full panoramic sunroof right here, which is controlled from right here. We also have our auto dimming mirrors and side mirrors too. Then, just like I said, our infotainment screen right here has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So Apple CarPlay, you can connect from here with like your USB cord. However, you can mirror the screen of your Android phone wirelessly to the Android Auto system right here in the infotainment system. So this section, right, for this guy, it's my second favorite because of the health air, but like you get, so we do have a D-shaped steering wheel right here with paddle shifters. So of course you have a DCT right here in this car. Then of course you have a 7-inch digital stroke analog gauge display right here that shows you all of the information it is you want to see, ranging from your tire pressure to like your doors opening and car warning, check engine, blah 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 blah, all of that, right? Then we do have our window controls right here. A 360-degree camera which shows you all angles of the car, which is a feature I totally love in 2D and in 3D too. Then, of course, we also have our wireless charging ports, which serves as a storage area for our phones. Moving on, of course, we have our dual cup holders. Then we have our driving mode lever, which allows us to change through different driving modes on the car, as it's a 4x4, a four-wheel drive. Then, of course, we have our e-parking brake as well as other controls. And right here, we have our storage box. Also, we have steering controls. While in the second row of this cabin, I am loving the lot of headroom I'm getting here, despite having a full panoramic sunroof that ends right here. I have enough legroom, and this is beautiful. Then I also have my own AC vent. I have a reading light right here, my grab handle just in case we're going off-roading and I'm all over the place, right? Then, of course, I have a speaker, my open door lever right here, or my door lever. Then we do have automatic windows going down, but when coming up, they are not automatic. Another grab handle right here for when you're trying to get into the car in case you need that assist, and right here. So we do have the second climate zone control right here, as opposed to having two, like I said before. So one is in the front, one is in the rear. You do have the control right here. Then inside here, we do have one USB port right here and a 230 volt socket. So in case you're having like a remote meeting or something, you can just plug your laptop and just work right there. So speaking of more comfort, right here, you do have an armrest that anchors you into your personal cup holders right here in the rear seat. And when it comes to storage space, you do have door pockets on both doors in this car. So to get into the third row of this car, you have to, it is not power controlled, so you have to, right? Then this all the way here, then one step, two steps, and we're seated right in the rear. So while in the third row, of course, you still do have enough headroom, but this place can only fit in 2 full-size adults and maybe 3 kids. However, if you want to get more legroom, all you can do is ask whoever is sitting right here to help you move this forward, as it can be manually shifted forward, and you can get just about enough legroom for you to enjoy this ride. Still in the third row, because this is all about comfort, I do have my AC vent right here. Of course, I do have a cup holder right here. I do have my seat belts right here, so easy ride, yeah? So this car is powered by a 2-liter single turbo TGI power 4-cylinder engine that is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission that sends power to all 4 wheels, but this is not an all-wheel drive, it is a 4x4, and hence you do have a ladder frame or a body-on-frame chassis right here. So this is a very, very great off-roader. So this car puts out 220 horsepower, 360 Newton meters of torque, and when it comes to the ground clearance, this is so high, it is higher than your popular Nissan Pathfinder. That is mind-blowing. So in case you're wondering, this is good for bad roads, for off-roads, and for flood, in case you're looking for a car to buy for the rainy season. So when it comes to the things about this SUV that I do not like, I mean, it's no news that no single car on the face of the earth is that perfect. There are a few things that might not just sit well with whoever it is that has the car for that bit. So number one is, we have 2 exhaust tips right here, right? But they are fake. The actual exhaust tip is just one, and it is underneath right here. Yeah? So while this is good aesthetically, I would have hoped that this was opened up and then there was an extra or like a proper exhaust tip right there. Now, the AC controls. In as much as it is nice, the tech is nice, your AC controls are built into the infotainment system of the car, I don't think I'm very comfortable, because if there's any situation where that fails, you have no other backup way to control your climate zones in the car. I don't exactly like that. While this flagship SUV is very beautiful, gives you that executive feel, feels like the perfect family car that you should own, despite having a few plastics here and there in the car, which might not be exactly a problem, because like I said, this car was built with very decent materials. I still very much love this car, especially because being that this car is a 2020 model, this car does have a power steering, like a manual power steering. So it doesn't have the usual EPS that everybody's always worried about. Oh, if I drive my car into flood and the seal breaks, my steering wheel is going to have problems. I'm going to have to change the steering rack. And then the pump is all the way up, literally just above right here. If I pop the bonnet, I can show you that, but we will not do that. It is a very beautiful thing. However, I really do love this car, and I think that buying this car as a brand new car at the price of about 26.1 million, as opposed to buying a Tocombo or a used car at this same price. Personally, I know what I would do, but I'm going to ask you this question. So tell me in the comment section, if you were given the opportunity to choose between this car and a used, say, Nissan Pathfinder or a Kia or even a Land Cruiser or even a Toyota Fortuner or a 4Runner, which of them would you rather go with? Tell me in the comment section. So, however, guys, this is the part where we have to part ways. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't, please do well to subscribe, like the video, share this video. I do appreciate the good work you've been doing so far, but I need more of that energy. So if you can, please do well to share to your family, your friends, and your loved ones. And I will see you some other time.